Russia is always afraid, is always in fear of the threats that when Ukrainian joins NATO, it is simply calling the forces of NATO or the army and artilleries, inviting them on the border of Russia. You know that Russia is actually bordering with Ukraine. So for Russia's fear in this point is that they do not want an independent Ukrainian state that is now part of NATO, because now but I just want to dissect or discuss the main thing, because you took me so far. I wanted to first give a historical background of how these states are on, but let me go to exactly what you answered. In business or in interstate connection or interstate relations, you and I know that Russia and Ukraine are the biggest exporters of wheat. We've seen Russia, from statistics, that Russia supplies 30% of the wheat flour on the world market. I actually happen to be a sales executive or a sales agent of a distribution company that distributes some of these FMCGs or some of them fast moving consumables like wheat, soap, and so forth. So we've seen a skyrocketing in prices, especially in these SKUs or in these commodities like wheat. 2 weeks back, wheat in Uganda, or a kilogram of wheat, was selling at 3,000. But as I speak today, a kilogram of wheat has now shot to 4,000. This is just one in one week's time of the invasion or of the war. So I can make it broad. You know, UK, especially Germany, UK, and USA are the biggest importers of Russia's gas and fuel. So we've seen, after the sanctions the Western world or NATO has imposed against Russia, causing tension or causing a lot of price increment in this essential something or a crisis that is going to affect most of the essential products on the world market. So to me, as a student or an advocate of peace, I actually do not condemn the actions of Russia, but I want to appeal to the Russian people and to Putin himself that this is not just an attack on Ukraine, but it is simply an attack on the entire world. So I want to get back to justice, and because I saw you gave me 3 minutes, I think.
Okay.